Are you a solopreneur looking to 2 times your revenue to fund your lifestyle and give back? Well, this podcast is for you. We bring you inspirational guests sharing actionable tips to solve many of the struggles you face each and every day. And now over to your host, Paul Higgins.
Hello to the Build, Live, Give Solo podcast, episode number 165. If it is your first time, welcome. And if you're a regular, thanks for your support. Love to get your feedback to improve the show for you at paul@buildlivegive.com. Shout out to Brian Donovan, who suggested today's topic. Brian is a valuable member of our More Leads community. In the last solo podcast, episode number 163, how to nail your goals in 2020, I spoke about 3 actions. So the first was read or listen to James Clear Atomic Habits book. Second was create your own daily routine. And third, be consistent and you will nail 2020. If you haven't listened to it, you can download it at buildlivegive.com/podcast and just enter episode 163, or on your favorite platform, just search for Build, Live, Give. Today's topic is converting LinkedIn likes into leads. You will learn how to message, what to say, and how to follow up. I've been using LinkedIn posting to convert likes and comments into leads for the last 10 months. I've been in sales since 1993 when I graduated and started working for Coca-Cola. But selling yourself is the hardest product you'll ever have to sell. I want to help it be a lot easier for you by leveraging my practical experience. So the first one is who to message. So when a first, second, or third connection likes and comments on your post, you have a choice to make on whether you connect or message with them or not. I only reach out to people who fit my ideal client. I'll put the template to help you define your ideal client in the show notes. The second is what to say. So if a second or third connection send you a request, what I always recommend going back with is, hi, first name, thank you for liking or commenting on my post, and you always insert the topic so they know exactly what post it related to. Would you be open to connecting? Cheers, Paul. So it's as simple as that. And if they accept, then I send first name, thanks for connecting. I look forward to following your content. What is your key focus at the moment? And I get an amazing response on that open question is, what is your key focus? So once they reply, I then use a couple of tactics. So the first thing is, it's just like meeting someone for a virtual coffee. So treat it that way. Don't go in full bore and ask them to buy your service or product straight away. Always recommend asking short, open questions relating to their focus. So the focus question they've asked, the response, make sure you're asking questions relating to that. So that might be, as an example, you might talk about getting awareness to a product. So they might say, I want to get more awareness to product X. And then I'd ask them, what have you tried? What is working really well? So I'm having a conversation, and I call it the hot potato because it's just a short question. And then what I also try to do is add value. So I'll look at their LinkedIn profile and I'll give them a short video showing their profile and what they could tweak to improve their point. So I do this on my iPhone, and it's just native in there. You can screen capture and also use your voice. So I do that. Then I ask them if they are open for a call to find out more. So I've already built some rapport. We've had a couple of messages back and forth. Then I asked them. But once again, I only ask one question per statement, not 2. And if they come back and say yes, then I ask them if I could send them my booking link, or I send them my booking link. So the next one is only one question at a time, and it's always open, which I just mentioned. I keep my best performing questions in Evernote. So just when I know something works really well and it's getting great responses, I keep it in Evernote. I just call it sales scripts, and then I can go there and use those in the future. I get 80% response rate, which I mentioned before, and this is really helped by me posting great content first. So they love the content, they look at my profile, and then they're a lot more ready to accept a message from me. So if you'd like to see some examples, just connect with me on LinkedIn, quoting this podcast, and I'll send you some great examples. If you're already a connection, just reach out, once again mentioning this podcast. So before we go into point 3, I'd like to give you a gift for choosing to listen to my podcast, Build, Live, Give. Just go to buildlivegive.com and download a free chapter of my book today. There will also be a link in the show notes. So number 3 is how to follow up. So I have a VA who tracks messages in LinkedIn and puts leads into my sales CRM. So I use Copper, brilliant with Google, highly recommend it. I find LinkedIn a pain to track messages and sales fall through the cracks. I've just lost so many potential deals. So that's why we do it that way. If someone has opened my email that's shown in copper, I don't, and have not replied, I will send them a video or something that they can get value from relating to LinkedIn. So I make sure it's always personalized to them. So for example, it might be that they're using too many hashtags. They're not opening with an intriguing statement, something that I know they can use immediately and it's adding value. So it's much better than saying, hey, can I follow up with you? People can join the dots themselves. They don't need you prompting. They know why you're reaching out. Also use a great platform called Dub, D-U-B-B, and this is for recording on my iPhone. So I spoke about it before. So what I'll do is, bring up the screen. I'll talk into it. You can have mic on or mic off in your iPhone. I'm not quite sure what the equivalent is in Android, so I don't use one. But then what I'll do is put it in the Dub and I can track it. And I can also have a call to action in Dub as well. So Ruben's a fantastic guy, the owner that runs Dub, and I highly recommend it. So if I'm getting no love, then what I'll do is send them a script. And this is in my email, and once again, I can track it. So what I say is, I'm guessing you're very busy at this time, and time is critical to you. So please reply at 1, 2, or 3. So the first is, now is not a good time. I will come back to you when I'm ready. The second is, I've found a solution and no longer need your help. Let's keep in contact. And the third is, I am still interested and please keep following up with me. And what I find is this, will automatically get a reply and people either go 1, 2, or 3. Now you might get a lot of 2s, but that's fine. At least you come to that conclusion. You're not wasting their time or your time in follow-up. Okay, so to wrap it up, there's 3 key actions that I want you to take from today. So 1 is to define your ideal client. There will be a template in the show notes. 2nd is tailor your scripts and reach out if you would like someone to reach out to you. And if you'd like some specific examples, remember to connect with me on LinkedIn, or if you already are, send me a message. And the 3rd thing is to create leads in a CRM and make sure you follow up. So I use Copper, as I said before, but you could use whatever you want. So you can get the show notes at buildlivegive.com/podcast episode 165. Please send me a topic you want covered at paul@buildlivegive.com. I will reward you with a free 60-minute strategy call valued at $4.99 USD, just like I have done with Brian today. So please take action to build new revenue streams, to fund your lifestyle, and to give back.
Thank you for listening to the Build, Live, Give podcast. If you like what you heard, please subscribe and leave us a review. It would mean the world to us.